All right, let's keep it going. Oops. Yeah, and that's the end. So I actually got it pretty far to start the next round from. But by the way, you know what I would have done actually, because I don't even know if my team's going to be able to push this at all. I don't know how much trouble they're going to be in. It's 100% the last thing. It's overtime. And if anybody dies, then this will also benefit them. I'm talking about the strange portal. I mean, unless he's banned, I don't think he's banned. We should switch to, I would do this, okay, I don't know. I would switch to strange portal, and right outside the spawn gate, I would do it as fast as possible, try to put it in the best position I could think of, and pop that baby down. And then anybody who dies can also take that strange portal, so it's extremely valuable. And this is like what higher rank always does. They always challenge the fight with the strange portal. So that's an easy strategy that we can implement right away. And we really, I mean, like because they stayed alive and you were able to re-enter the fight, so that's fair enough. But that's just like what I would personally do, is I would, you know, basically cheese it. I would use the strategy that's available of forcing a strange portal there. All right. Wait, my bad. Let's see what happens. This is one of the key things that we want to avoid, actually. Their spawn is really close. Our spawn is really far away. So getting blown up early is like 100% something that we want to always avoid as the one who's trying to rank up. So let's see what happens. So I would say in general, this is kind of a vulnerable position. It's like a tank spot, right? I'm staying here and I'm gonna tank. It's not like we 100% need to be somewhere else, but in general, we're in an open lane where this entire team from all their different positions can see you as a squishy target that's pretty much vulnerable, and they can try to burst you down. So let's see what happens. So I don't know what happens. Oh, okay, so he also grabbed you with that stuff, which does a chunk of damage. So let's see it from his perspective. Okay, and then who else? I mean, this guy can't get you. So there's not that many people that can even snipe you, but this guy does a ton of damage. So yeah, this is actually like, it might seem kind of small or whatever. I mean, but I think this is actually very important. Because basically when the match started, it didn't seem like you're putting much thought into your initial position. You're looking around at your team, and then you look back, and then it's like as if nothing's going to happen. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. But no, you have an entire team that wants to kill you. And if you show any vulnerability, they're going to try to take advantage of that vulnerability. So we got to be strategic on our initial position. Yeah, we're having some trouble. Both of these guys are like far up, and now they're having a lot of trouble. So that's like a huge mistake by the rogue. By a miracle, she survived. And, well, maybe she got grabbed by this guy, actually. I'm not sure, though. But it's like she's on like such low health, and then she starts moving forward again. Yeah, see, she moves forward again for some reason. I don't know why. So both those guys died. So that's not good. But potentially with our damage, it could have turned out differently. This is just the two healers. They made the mistake of trying to hunker down right here instead of leaving as fast as possible. So they're most likely going to die now. Yeah, she's about to die. So that's what happened. So we can do absolutely nothing. Good reaction. Just wait. So this is why at these earlier ranks, I would actually cheese the strange portal right here as well. So what I would do is I would respawn instantly, go right here, boom, strange portal, and I would do that because the team is all dying anyway. So this allows them, and I try to put it in the best position to where the healers can utilize it to heal the team, and also other people can come out of it and stuff. It doesn't block anything important and all this kind of stuff. It takes time to try to, because sometimes, I mean, I put portal down and it totally fucked up the fight and it was terrible, you know what I mean? So that's just like part of the learning curve. But yeah, something that the healers can utilize without having to drop in. And then when you put it on the ground specifically, that allows you to, anytime you need healed, you go back in, spawn door, get healed, and you're back through the portal, right? Yeah, anyway. So that is something I would actually cheese, given the circumstances, right? The circumstances are making it harder than it needs to be because people don't know how to survive and they're just dying to stuff. And, you know, if we have a triple cart, or there's like 3 people on the cart, and we've already just died like that, this cart's moving very fast, and I don't know if we're going to be able to challenge them at all right here. So that's another thing that motivates me to say, let me just bust out the strange portal early, and at least we get to challenge this first point rather than letting it go through with 3 minutes left. So that's something I would utilize as well. But, you know, that's a strategy that doesn't have to be used or whatever. I'm just mentioning it. So now we are actually getting the lobby back together. But yeah, the healers just died, so the healers are not here yet. That's what I was thinking about when I see this happening. But we are going to be able to challenge the point in time. That's good. Nice getaway. I think we could have had more of an awareness of that. I mean, maybe you did know, but that we really, you know, we're at risk because we don't have a healer yet. Nice shots, nice shots. It's good. Yeah, so we're missing the doorway here. So this is actually important to ranking up as well. This happens all the time to everybody, right? So we just have to get better peripherals, think about the map more, and make sure when we want to walk through the door backwards, we walk through the door backwards. It's just important. Alright, so we're not going to get to challenge the point. That's another big benefit of, like what I'm saying, using the portal. Because we don't have to go through this little doorway, which is one of the most fun things to do, right? If I'm on the cart right here and they're all trying to get through this doorway, but they can't. That's really satisfying for this team, so we skip all of that by just using the strange portal. Like specifically for these earlier ranks where we're having these exact problems, what am I going to do to rank up? You know, that's kind of what motivates me to think that way. Nice way to get out of there, and then that's another map knowledge thing or movement thing. We needed to use our shift, or we wanted to use our shift to get out. We 100% needed to go the right way. Because now, pretty good chance we're gonna die. And our team is already having enough problems. We don't want to give the team more problems. We don't want to be somebody who needs healing. We don't want to be somebody who needs protection. You know what I mean? We want to be someone that once the match ends, people are saying, "Damn, that person was ripping it." You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. Yeah, she died early. I didn't really see what happens, but you can see she was low health. The rest of everything else collapses. So strong team, man. Because we were right here. We were late to it. You know, I don't know if you had like a family emergency or something, but we were late to the point there. It's always, you know, we are the DPS. We are basically, we are like, I don't know how to say, I don't know exactly, but like we're like half the damage, right? So it's really important for us to be part of the team and be putting that pressure on. Because if I'm this team and I would be taking a bunch of damage from DPS, but instead I'm just not, I'm gonna take advantage of that. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't see what happened, but yeah, they jumped all on top of the team and it was over. So let's see what happens. So I mean, it's a team diff for sure. You know, people are dying all the time. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Alright, so that's our healing ultimate. Nice, you got a kill. This is their healing ultimate, so now we're even. And we know that this is the end line as well. So this is going fine. Like, yeah, because we could have been like used our movement, got somewhere, and used the ultimate earlier. And I think, I don't know, I mean, either way, you know, because then that might have enabled us to keep our Gambit ultimate, for example. If he saw, oh, this ultimate just killed 2 people, I'm not going to use mine. So now we have your ultimate and not his ultimate. That type of thing it happened, in my opinion, right? All right. We have tons of time on the board, so we know we have a hard game ahead of us. We just saw Venom swing to the back. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Ended up working out nice. So that's like another map awareness thing. You know, it seems kind of small again, but we can kind of realize that we're not hitting that guy. I mean, it's like still good to go after him, but certain things can clue us in that we're not able to hit him, and so we can hit the other targets. Potentially something good would come from that. Alright, so in general, I think we're like, that's why I said the Venom swung over our head. Because basically, I mean, because you used your ultimate and that went well, but like what I was thinking was, I don't think you, this is just my guess, I don't think you noticed the Venom, and I think you're just kind of shooting, thinking everything's front to back, everything's fine. But I would be kind of putting my position back a bit as one example what to do. And this allows me to, because I don't want to spend all my time looking backwards trying to hit Venom. But I don't know, it just kind of changes the game. It makes it easier for my healers to hit me, maybe, for example. And it makes it easier if I do need to be part of the Venom fight. I can quickly turn around, try to beat the shit out of him, while also being able to turn back around, challenge these people, stuff like that. But it seemed like we didn't really know that, and then we definitely didn't know it right here, right? We're kind of looking at like 4 enemies right here. Or 3 enemies. And we're pushed up really far, and we're not really reacting to the fact that this is like this. We don't know what our teammates are doing behind us, but we want to be more fluid. We want to be more like, you know, at any moment, this guy's very mobile, right? Bam, use the shift and get the fuck out of there. And see what's, and I think we, you know, I don't know, might need to raise our sensitivity too. I'm not going to give like advice on that, but like, you know, to be able to check, because we don't want to spend a lot of time turning around, but we want to check super fast. Nice, they killed him. Got a kill off that. Alright, so they just got that done. So yeah, see what happens. So it's just you and him right now. Damn, they blew him up. So they're doing pretty well overall. That's why it's kind of a team diff. So I think the positioning is not good. Realistically, you know, we want to be taking it really seriously. Like, it was kind of like you were looking this way and stuff and moving all around and stuff like that. But we want to have, we would just want to be really serious about our positioning. And then we kind of moved back here and we jumped up in the air. You know what I mean? It's a really tough spot to be in. It's unlikely we're going to win it and stuff like that. And we know that we're first out here with the other DPS and we don't want to just die. It's like, for example, I don't know. I mean, I might even be like back here waiting for my team. I might be like, I mean, this is like risky because they can come up on us, but at least they'll have to take up this space, and then we're kind of doing a pincer attack, and I could potentially get away. It's kind of a waste of time too, but I don't know. We just got to figure out some sort of strategy rather than, I don't think we had much of a strategy there. You know, you can definitely speak for yourself. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. All right, so now we got the rest of the team fight. So you're already back. Okay, that was pretty quick. Nice, we managed to stop them. Yeah, we just don't have ultimates and shit like that. So yeah, pretty clean victory here. So yeah, so a bunch of small things we could do. It was, you know, a general team diff. We also could have used the portal. We could have used the portal at the end there as well as a last-ditch effort to try to do a solid team fight. Bunch of opportunities to be a part of the game or part of the team fight more. Support our team by putting down damage, better getaways, better movement. Use our ult more quickly. I assume you're getting better at that already. And all this kind of stuff, right? So it's not like a clear win because it was like a bit of a team diff for sure. But that's what we like. We just need to do as much as possible. So yeah, man.